Story, once upon a time. There was a company that, trying to get ahead, handed this massive, really high-stakes project entirely over to an AI agent. And at first, everything looked perfect. But then, one tiny little data error spiraled out of control and became this huge compliance breach. And the worst part, the absolute kicker, the system was a total black box. No one, and I mean no one, could explain why it failed. You know what that is? That's a textbook case of what researchers call the Moral Crumple Zone. It's this terrifying space where accountability just evaporates. Why? Because the humans who were supposed to be watching the shop, well, they weren't even in the loop. The system fails, and there's nobody left to answer for it. Scary stuff. Okay, that is a nightmare scenario we absolutely have to avoid. So it's time to level up, study buddy. Let's get to work and build a smarter, safer, and way more effective way to partner with our AI agents. All right, let's really dive into this. The first thing we need to understand is this huge problem that's just crippling businesses right now. It's called the Gen AI paradox, and it all boils down to how fear is absolutely destroying their return on investment. I want you to just look at this number for a second. 80%. Just let that sink in. That's right. 80% of companies using AI are reporting zero real benefit to their bottom line. And you want to know why? It's pretty simple, actually. They are just plain afraid to let their AI agents actually act. It's like they've built this incredible race car, but are too scared to even turn the key. So this leaves companies stuck between a rock and a hard place. You've got two pretty bad options. On the one hand, you've got blind trust. Just let the AI run wild, which, as we saw, leads to huge risks and compliance breaches. On the other hand, you have constant micromanagement, which completely defeats the whole purpose of automation and sends your costs through the roof. Neither of those is a winning strategy. So how do we get out of this trap? Well, the answer isn't picking the lesser of two evils. The real solution is a totally new way of thinking, a new model called Balanced Autonomy. And what's so great about this is how beautifully simple the workflow is. First, the agent gets to work, executing a task. But, and here's the magic, if it hits a snag and its internal confidence score drops below a certain point, bam! Step 3 kicks in, and a human approval is automatically triggered. The machine is literally smart enough to know when to ask for help. Now, to make this happen, we use a few key tools. First, you've got trust meters, which give you a real-time look at the agent's confidence. Then there are escalation triggers. Think of these as the safety net that automatically flags a human when that confidence drops. Third, audit trails, which are super important for creating a clear, unchangeable record of every decision. And finally, Explainable AI, or XAI, which makes the agent show its work, so you're never left wondering why it did what it did. So the whole point here, the really crucial thing, is that we're making a fundamental shift in our own role. It's no longer about doing the task, it's about becoming an expert reviewer of the work our automated partner is doing. And this fundamental shift, well, it gives us a really powerful new identity. So let's explore what it actually means to become the agent boss. Let's just break down this evolution. The old human-in-the-loop model basically made you the doer. You were focused on the how. But as an agent boss, you become the reviewer. You're the one setting the high-level strategy and validating the final output. Your focus totally shifts from the how to the much more strategic why and what if. What we're really talking about is creating a true hybrid team. We're combining the incredible speed and raw brainpower of AI, the AI smarts, with the ethical judgment, context, and empathy of our human hearts. It is literally the best of both worlds working together. You know, the best analogy I've ever heard for this is to think of yourself as a film director. Seriously, you're not the one personally holding the camera or moving the lights, right? The actors have autonomy to perform, but you are the one with the vision. You're the one who yells "cut" if a scene starts going off script. You always maintain ultimate creative control. All right, you've seen the theory, you understand the new role. Now it is your turn to step into that director's chair. Let's make this real. Open up Notebook LM and ask it this exact question. Show 3 specific ways humans can maintain strategic control while using autonomous agents for high-stakes business decisions. This is how you stop your agents from going rogue. Put these principles into practice right now. So what's the big takeaway from all of this? It's simple. Trust in the age of AI isn't blind. It should never be blind. It has to be measured. It has to be earned. You have the tools.
So trust smartly. And hey, if this helped you level up your thinking, do me a quick favor. Like, share, and subscribe to Study Buddy with Notebook LM. It's your daily guide to this whole agentic revolution.
Until next time, stay agentic.